while learning about daily life in Australia with Rob McCormack. Podcast number 1. Hi, my name is Rob McCormack. I have just turned 60 years old and I have been retired for about 18 months. I live in Melbourne, Australia with Sylvia, my wife of 35 years, and our youngest son, Andrew, who still lives at home. I'm very happy in my retirement as I have many personal interests and I now have time to spend on them. But why am I making these podcasts? Let me explain that by telling you about my most important personal interest. You see, I am learning to speak German. I started to learn German because my wife, Sylvia, was born in Austria and came to Australia when she was 8 years old. She still speaks German fluently. She learned to speak English very well, and throughout our 35 years of marriage, we have always spoken English together. But when we go back to Austria to visit her relatives, I find that I can't understand what is being said unless everybody speaks English. Now, many of Sylvia's relatives can speak English, but they prefer to speak German with Sylvia. So I feel a little left out of the conversation. That makes me think, wouldn't it be great if I could speak some German? I could perhaps understand a little of what they are talking about. Perhaps I could even do some of the talking. So I decided about 3 years ago that I would learn German. I have gone to German classes every week, and I do other things to help me learn German. For example, I use websites for language learning, like Babbel.com, and I also use apps on my iPhone, like Pimsleur German. Now, while I have learnt a lot of grammar and vocabulary, I find it difficult to understand spoken German. When I try to listen to the German news or to watch German movies, the spoken German is always much too fast for me. I can't understand it because the people speak too fast. What I needed was some spoken German which was not too fast and about topics which are interesting. Imagine how happy I was when I found there were many podcasts for learners of German where the speaker always spoke slowly. So I thought, I wonder if people learning English have the same problem. I decided to make a podcast in slow spoken English about everyday topics which learners of English could use to improve their listening skills. I would make sure that I spoke slowly enough so that learners of English could understand me. So this is my first podcast for Slow English. I hope you will download my podcasts and give me feedback about them. My podcasts will be about Australian topics, about life, people and events in Australia. If you're interested in Australia, I hope you will find my podcast interesting. I have also created a website where you can read the transcripts of my podcasts. It is at www.slowenglish.info. You can leave a comment there if you would like, or you can send me an email at rob@slowenglish.info. I would love to hear from you. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you think of my Slow English podcasts. Goodbye until next time. Rob.